Today we are going to talk about hard drives. What is a hard drive? A hard drive is a computer hardware that contains optical and or magnetic disk, which both of these writes and reads data on. It stores all the electronic information and software programming. This is one of the most important components of a computer, the hard drive. As we talked about in class, hard drives are measured in bytes. You have both megabytes and gigabytes. Like in class, 1 gigabyte equals 1024 megabytes. Many standard hard drives range anywhere from 40 gigabytes to 120 gigabytes. Most of all standard home PCs these days come with a 40 gigabyte hard drive. Some come with more, some come with less, but a standard is around 40. Here is an example of what a hard drive looks like. As you can see in the example, you have a platter, which is the disk right here. You have a spindle, which the platter sits on. You have an arm, which is this long metal thing right here. And you have a head. Now this head reads and writes on this platter while it is spinning on the spindle. Then you have an actuator, and you have an air filter. If you took off the hard drive casing in your computer, you would see that it looks exactly like this. Hopes that will clarify a little bit of understanding the inside of a hard drive. Now, on the platter, which is this right here, there's things known as clusters and sectors, like we talked about in class. The operating system reads clusters. Normally, a cluster is made up of 8 sectors. So, if you want to think of it like this, I'll give you a good little example right here. A sector is like a block of a village which is divided by a house. While a cluster is like a house, which is consisted of roofs, walls, doors, and windows. Now here I gave you a great little picture of how clusters and sectors look and work. Right here is your platter, which is, remember, this right here, the disk, and it has tracks, which is these circles. And inside these tracks, there are sectors, individual little sectors. Okay? And then sectors make up what we call clusters. It usually takes 8 sectors to make up one cluster. So 8 of these right here, sectors, make up what's highlighted in red right here, which is considered a cluster. For example, a sector is 512 bytes, and a cluster is 4,096 bytes. Also, when the computer wants to read the data off the platter, the operating system works out where the data is on the disk, so it finds out where the data is, and it reads the FTA, the file allocation table, at the beginning, and this tells the operating system in which sector, on which track you can find the data. With this information, the head can then read the data, and then the controller controls the driver motor and translates all of this into the digital data for the CPU. This is just a little bit of a short video for me to explain a little bit more in depth of what a hard drive is and how it consists. Now, I'm going to show you on my computer how much hard drive I have. So I click on my computer, and then I go to my operating system, C, I right click and I go into my properties. And as you will see in this little pop-up box, that I have a capacity of 285 gigabytes. Right now on my computer, I've used 89.9 gigabytes, and I still have 195 gigabytes. Now, word for the wise, and I like to do a lot of times, is if you want more, I usually do a disk cleanup, and that gets rid of all the fragments, stuff in my recycle bin, stuff I don't use. I usually do that, and it makes the computer run better. Also, I usually go into my control panel and go into my add and new programs and get rid of stuff to free up some of my hard drive space. But I hope that this video has helped you understand a little bit more about hard drives, and thank you very much.